JK, the interviewer here. I'm in my journalism mode. You feel me on this beautiful Sunday? You know, I think Martin Luther King weekend and all that, right? Yeah. Anyway, today we're gonna be talking about the whole situation that's going on with Ray Ray from Summit Hill, aka Lucci. Apparently, when we first heard the news, he was wanted for murder. So we out here thinking like, damn, this nigga clapped somebody? Like, shit. Like, I'm not saying he's not the type of guy that you believe to do some shit like that, because we saw how he handled that Kel-Tec during that video shoot. But, you feel me? There's always a time and place for everything. So he probably, had to do it to a nigga. Come to find out, he was the driver. See, once I find out he was the driver, all the other details, I'll get to shortly. But I'm not a street nigga or a gangster or whatever, but I'm pretty sure being the driver in a gangster situation is the lowest on the totem pole. Lucci is like, could have sworn he was talking about he was working on his label and all that other shit when he was talking to Vlad. So for him to be implicated in a murder and his role in the murder is of the driver, I'm like, what? Like, that shit just crazy. I'm like, bro, you the driver? It's not like you the shooter or the call guy. You feel me? The nigga like, oh, go clap this dude. You the driver? So I feel like already I'm like, okay, this shit, it gotta be more to this case. And then they talking about they got the little street gang activity and shit charge or whatever, being in the gang. And I'm like, what? Lucci is in a gang? I'm like, God, they're like, I feel like we've been lied to. I was talking to a buddy of mine yesterday. And he would talk about, I guess, YFN. Yeah. I guess that's the street gang they was tying him to. But I'm like, nah. If that's the gang, who they ops? YSL? Which I hope not. But you know how gangsters go. I'm just like, damn, nigga. Like, you worth but so much millions. You feel me? You just dropped a fire-ass album. You date Lil Wayne's daughter. Like, you just got a, what was them trucks that everybody buying right now? Maybach? Yeah, your label just bought you a Maybach truck. Nigga, like, what's the point of spinning? You feel me? Not even spinning, but you the driver. You feel me? So I feel bad, little piece, because I'm like, damn, man, like, the way this case is going, or it's not even going, I don't know what the details is. I just know what the news people provide on their shit. But I'm like, damn, bro, like, you being a driver. Now, you know what was worse? They talk about they went to spin on the ops and shit, end up getting, shot at, and his homeboy got shot in the head. They talk about they pushed him out. I'm like, what? You push him out? I'm like, man. I'm trying to give the man the benefit of the doubt. I'm thinking Jill was probably hanging out the window on some California, go pull a drive-by on them niggas and shit. You know how they do in the lowriders and shit, hanging out or whatever. And Jay got hit in the head and he fell out. But if it's really they pushed him, I'm like, damn, that's your homeboy. Like, how can you explain that? Like, damn, we was, shooting out the ops and Jay got shot and we had to push him out. I'm like, damn, like, shit. This story just like, damn, I can't wait for the details to come out. I'm like, bro, he's the driver, so you can't really, like, say he pushed dude out. But he did leave the scene because he is a driver. So you could have been like, no, I'm finna go back for dude. But then Was he still on the ops block when Jit got pushed out the car? Like, what was it? Like, I feel like somebody's snitching, but they're not snitching for real. See, we just talked about snitching the other day. Cause I'm like, for them to know you the driver, who's talking? Cause them girls, when they was doing the little 911 call, they ain't say they was a driver. They just said Jit got pushed out the car. Jit got shot in the head. It was a white SUV. But like, yeah, free Lucci. You feel me? And you can't say Trump gonna pardon the man, cause Trump about to be out of here in how many days? I don't know. Fuck. What's today? 3 days. But yeah, that's the story. All right.